The apartment is located in the 20th district of Paris. It's called the Belleville area. This is a village-like area rich in diversity of people and buildings. It is a hilly place where you can catch some beautiful views of the Paris landscape. This is our apartment. My girlfriend Clementine and I live here. Originally, the apartment is about 24 square meters, and together with the mezzanine, it's now a 31 square meters apartment. As Parisian prices are really high, we were looking for an apartment that was affordable. The apartment is located in a tiny and modest building of 2 floors, which was built in the end of the 19th century. When we first found the apartment, it was a tiny, dark 3-room apartment. There were no toilets nor showers, and the ceiling was quite low. Everything was run down and dirty. We removed every wall, closet and ceiling from the space. Removing all of the ceiling gave us a lot more volume vertically, and because of that, we added a mezzanine to the apartment by making a compact furniture unit to include the bedroom, the bathroom, the walk-in wardrobe, and all of our bookshelves and closets. We added 3 skylights into the apartment to maximize the natural light into the space. Getting into the apartment, you're greeted by a generous double-story height space and the exposed all beams and lots of lights. Our main goal was to make this apartment the most sustainable and economical for us. We did most of the renovation by ourselves, so we could save money and take good care of the details and also improve our building skills. We used a lot of French pine plywood. Not only is it economical, but also very durable and aesthetically pleasing. We like the idea of simplicity, irregularity, and imperfection. Almost all of our furniture are simple and meaningful things that we inherited or found in the street. For example, the closet handles are from my grandparents' kitchen that I took when they passed away and their flat was sold. Next to the main window in the apartment marks the beginning of the living space. We designed the wooden volume of the mezzanine, bathroom and wardrobe space that allows the living to extend to a more intimate space in front of the bookshelf. There are 5 identical 45 cm bookshelf sections centered around our old integrated sound system and 2 60 cm doors we made ourselves. To leave maximum space in the living and kitchen, the mezzanine ladder is foldable and movable, attached to a thin cream rail. By pulling the ladder, you get quite comfortable access to the mezzanine. It is a simple, warm, wooden space with a bed hidden behind the bookshelf. We built a wooden box with plywood to form a bedhead that insulates us from the wall and allows us a place to put our books or alarm clock. We added a skylight to allow more natural light into the apartment and provide a little window to the skyscape. The bathroom is designed around a small window. It is a very small bathroom, but we wanted it to feel generous, so we chose to use white tiles, white tap and white shower head to reflect the light. To bring a sparkling element into this white room, we used a survival blanket as a shower curtain. We love the warm, shiny, golden reflections that it brings all over the space. During the construction, we found an old and broken sink, so we decided to use it, and we really like its cracks and its timeless look. We also used an old mirror that belonged to Clementine's grandparents. The walk-in wardrobe is a compact and efficient space. We created a small bench to sit on and take off our shoes. The walk-in wardrobe and the bathroom were also designed as a buffer space to filter noise from the neighboring apartments and the common spaces. The kitchen is the feature of the apartment. We wanted to have a large workspace to cook together. It has cooktop, oven, and fridge. We also kept the old cracked sink from the original apartment. Even though it's compact, we made sure it has a lot of storage below the kitchen bench. We kept the wall free from clutter and hanging cupboard, and we designed this funny wooden boot-shaped extractor hood. We also asked a ceramist friend to create the handles from the kitchen cabinets. We used a washable shiny paint as a splashback over 3 lines of white tiles, the same as we used in the bathroom. In the dining space, we have Clementine's grandfather's old workshop table where we can generously fit 6 people. Designing a small space is about choosing what's really meaningful for you. By choosing what's really important, you make these functions easy for everyday life. If you have a tiny space, it might mean that you have few pieces of furniture. So I like the idea of including them in the project so you can give them the space and place they deserve. As we live knowing the important effects of climate change on our future city living, living in a small space can contribute many positive solutions. It is easier to heat or cool and to clean. It also needs less material to build, and it helps to stop the urban spreading. As living in the city is also closer to amenities, it prevents the excessive use of cars and keeps the city centers active and lively. An ideal situation would be to combine tiny private livings and diverse bigger common spaces for shared facilities and activities in the same building or block, and also lots of public spaces in the neighborhood we live in.
The apartment is located in 18th district in Paris. It's located near Montmartre, which is a beau area in Paris. Sacré-Cœur is about 5 minutes away, and you can actually see it from the apartment. My name is Bertie Borgia. I'm an architect and founder of Ovo Studio. I was influenced by the style of the 70s. I love the works of Danish architect Alvar Aalto and American mid-century architects. Their use of colors and natural materials such wood, beige and white creates such a light and warm space. The building was built in the 60s. It is in the center of the district and is close to shops, cafes, bakeries and supermarkets. The apartment was last renovated sometimes in the 90s, but the layout had not changed since the apartment was built in the 60s. The clients are a young and dynamic couple. They were looking to close off the terrace to create a bedroom and increase the area of the apartment. We removed all of the internal walls in the apartment. We were able to obtain permits to convert one of the terraces into a bedroom. The new kitchen was moved to the space of the old bathroom. The old kitchen was opened up to the living room, and the bathroom moved to part of the original living room. The other terrace was kept as an outdoor space. At the entrance of the apartment, there is a small closet. The upper half of the closet is white and hides the electric box. The bottom half is made from curved okume, a wood from Africa. This wooden part extends to create a counter for keys when entering the apartment. The floor in the apartment is made from painted microcement. The kitchen was moved to the center of the apartment. We kept the window that originally looked out to the old terrace to allow light to filter through. The placement of the window helps to bring in light from the north. As the window sits between the wall, we were able to create some shelves to place kitchen items and decorations. This also helps with privacy when there are objects placed on the shelves. The countertop and backsplash is made from polished concrete. We wanted the look of a single continuous material here. The floor-to-ceiling pantry has lots of space for food and other household items. There was an awkward spot in the corner of the kitchen, so we added shelves for commonly used items. It also hides the corner and electronics from view. The kitchen is made from the same okume wood as the rest of the apartment. The ceiling in the kitchen is dropped slightly because of the electrical wiring. So we created a fun curve for a smoother transition from the entrance. It also curves around the structural beam. On the other side of the kitchen is the dining area. Bright and airy with a window that looks out onto the terrace. A circular dining table was chosen to allow for better flow of movement and softens up the straight lines of the room. We designed a custom L-shaped bench sofa that's wrapped around the corner of the living room. The bench has a slight curve toward the floor. It makes the sofa more ergonomic and less heavy. There is a storage underneath. The sofa is quite spacious and a bit of luxury in a small apartment. It can be used as an extra bed. Above the sofa bench, we added floating shelves on both sides of the old fireplace. The living room is filled with natural light from the large glass doors that lead to the terrace. In the summer months, the door can be left open to integrate the terrace with the rest of the apartment. The terrace is quite spacious for an apartment of this size. Artificial grass was used for the floor and a bamboo wall was used around the sides to give the space a more organic feel and provide a bit of privacy. We separated the toilet from the bathroom in order to keep the bathroom and bedroom private. The wallpaper was chosen by the client, and we took the dark navy from the shades in the wallpaper to use it on the walls. The new ensuite bathroom was designed to share the same space as the bedroom. Hidden behind some curtains, by the entrance of the bathroom, there is the laundry space. The client wanted a full-size bathtub. Using the space behind the toilets, we custom-made a bathtub and shower. Small light blue tiles were chosen for the floor, countertop, and shelves. The vanity is from the same okume wood as the rest of the apartment. We like the interesting grain of the wood, so we made cuts from a large piece to match the grain and create a seamless look. With the bathroom and bedroom almost sharing the same space, the two rooms feel like a cozy cabin on a sleeper train. At the other end is the bed. We custom built a bedhead with a small ledge to place items on at night. There is also storage under the bed. I think it's very important to deal with urban sprawl by encouraging residents not to buy in newly built homes, but to purchase existing ones. It allows us to keep the heritage designs of the apartment and the buildings.
We've been cooking up something tasty. Meet our new magazine. Jam-packed with people living small, designing small, sustainable and experimental design, urban life and culture. It's designed for design lovers who like their design without the swank and the wank. More than a mag, this is a collectible keepsake, born to live on your coffee table or best bookshelf. So hot. That is, if you can manage to put it down. Subscribe now to get it first.
This apartment is located in the center of Paris. It's about 200 meters from the historical Opéra Garnier. The street is in the heart of a dynamic district. It's a business area during the day, and at night it becomes a cultural center point. My client is a young professional. He bought this flat 2 years ago and he lived there with his partner. Initially, the apartment didn't meet his requirements, but he really appreciated the district as well as the very rare access to the quite large balcony with beautiful views on the facade of Paris. This building was built during the French Revolution of 1789. It always had a mix of residential and commercial functions. Different dwellers are living in this building now, from young couples, families, and older people who have stayed here for over 30 years. This particular project is located on the 5th floor. When we found the apartment, the overall heritage style was already lost. It felt completely disproportionate. The other main issue came from the lack of natural light, as this apartment has only 2 windows on the street side and 1 small skylight. The owner wanted to have a larger living room, a functional kitchen, and get natural light in all spaces. Our first intention was to eliminate the existing kitchen and to make it the bedroom in the darkest area of the apartment. We installed a translucent glass wall with oblique line in the middle of the apartment. It has the function of a bathroom and acts as a bridge between the sleeping and the living area. Our goal was also to create a large living area open on the balcony and to promote natural light in the whole apartment. When opening the door, you have a perspective from the entrance through the living room and opening onto the balcony. We installed a storage area right at the entrance for shoes, coat, or administrative files. We installed a cork wall where our client can pin pictures, photos, and this way easily personalize and change the decoration. We kept the design of the living room very minimal, with generous space for several people to comfortably hang around. We installed a multifunctional bench in black wood along the wall. It has been designed with 2 levels and appears to be levitating above the floor. The upper side has seating function for dining area. The lower side works as a sofa. We decided to reuse tile from the bathroom to create open shelves. The square tiles create a geometrical structure highlighting objects inside. The kitchen is very functional with a wide stainless steel bench top and a lot of storage. It's fully equipped with an oven, a dishwasher, and a black ceramic cooktop. There is a dedicated hidden space for microwave oven and a built-in fridge. We installed a white floating shelf above the kitchen for the owner to display his personal belongings. The recesses covered with black tile work as a mirror for the white one in the living room. We also designed a movable kitchen island. This custom-made furniture piece is made of recycled plastic. It provides more workspace and storage to the kitchen, so the resident can move it whenever they want to have more floor space. The glass wall with oblique lines is the feature of the room. The kitchen facades and the living room bench are in black in color, matching the structure of the feature glass wall. The sleeping area is at the darkest end of the apartment. Separated by a double glazing door, it can act like a nose barrier yet allow natural light to come through. The entrance works as an extension of the bedroom, providing the sensation of increased space when the door is opened. The whole bedroom is painted in blue clay. This special paint made of limestone bits makes the paint look vibrant even in low-light situations. The blue paint also tends to blend in the edge of the wall and ceiling, creating an intimate space. We also have a walk-in wardrobe in the bedroom with two accesses. We had to accommodate for structural wooden pole standing right in the middle. Finally, it helped increase the linear of storage in the constrained space. We also incorporated the laundry space at the back for functionality. Our client wanted to have an open bathroom. This space is very minimalist, with white tiles covering the walls, the doors, the floor, and the ceiling. The white sink has a rectangular shape matching with the geometrically clean sensation in the room. All tapware are in black, matching the toilet hidden behind. The toilet is designed like a black room at the back of the apartment to increase the feeling of intimacy. During daytime, the bathroom is bringing light to the bedroom. At night, it becomes a light box illuminating the entire apartment. We have always been city guys. Cities offer enormous opportunities, cultures, and collaboration and growth for people, especially for young people. Developing comfortable, enjoyable, and affordable tiny living spaces is critical to maintain social diversity in today's largest cities. Culturally, most French would prefer to own their own home instead of renting. With the increase of the price of the square meters in big cities, small apartments can be the opportunity for people to access the property market and have a place to call home.
We used to live in the apartment below this one. We owned the attic and we were having a child. We decided we would investigate whether we could uplift the roof and build a new apartment on top of the existing one. We wanted to have one main bedroom for us, plus a separate soundproof bedroom for our baby. The apartment is located close to Porte d'Ivry, one of the many gates of Paris. The neighborhood is home to a mix of cultures, with many cafes, restaurants, bars, and interesting public places. There are large avenues with big buildings and also narrow streets with tiny houses. We don't exactly know when the building was erected. It may have been in the 1870s. It has always been a building for families of workers. At some point, one family owned the whole building. They later split it up and sold them as separate apartments. We made friends with our neighbor from the upper floor and talked to him about uplifting the roof, and we decided to do this adventure together. The process of extending the building took so long that actually my wife gave birth to our daughter only 2 weeks after the construction started. On the first floor, we have a living, dining, kitchen, bathroom, laundry, and staircase. We also added a small terrace to enjoy the views of the neighborhood. The second floor has our baby's nursery and our main bedroom. When entering from the common staircase, the door opens to the main space. The main space is open plan and has a living, dining, kitchen. We wanted to give it an additional sense of volume, so it has an open staircase, 2 zones with higher ceilings, and a double height above the kitchen dining space with a skylight. The floor across this level is a composite steel concrete slab. We decided to cover the concrete with a pale grey epoxy resin. It makes for a continuous space with no joints at all. The living room takes up a corner of the main area. It features 3 original Togo sofas by designer Michel Ducarrois. The brown one is from the 70s and was given to me by my grandmother, who bought it in a flea market. We stumbled upon the 2 other pieces on the road while jogging in Paris and had them reupholstered. The living room features 2 black AG wall lamps, a round mirror that I made, and an ancient dresser with a marble top that belonged to my grandmother and has been in my family for over a century. The living space leads to the terrace, with a step that we also store things underneath. We made it with the same wood as the stairs and covered it with a black stone slab salvaged from the destruction of the chimney. The terrace has panoramic views of the bell tower and surrounding neighborhood. We love to come out here in the summer and enjoy the weather. The kitchen is L-shaped. We decided to have all of our cabinets low so that the space feels less cluttered. The cabinets are even lower in front of the window for the bench. Our kid loves to climb up there to watch us cooking or doing the dishes. The cabinets incorporate a fridge, a dishwasher, and a full-size oven. On the counter sits an induction hob, and above it is an integrated extractor hood. The backsplash is made of simple white ceramic tiles. The counter is made of Hymax, a material best known under commercial brand Corian, doubled with birch plywood. One part of the wall is made of stones, which is actually the exterior wall of the building next to us. Our custom dining table can be extended to sit up to 8 guests. We also found all the dining chairs on the street and restored them. One of them is an old bistro chair painted in black and with a contemporary canning of yellow watering hose that we weaved by hand. The stairs are finished in birch plywood and have no visible screw heads. We covered it with 5 coats of super strong varnish. A small storage space is concealed below the stairs. Above the living room is our bedroom. There is a skylight and a ceiling fan, with the feature being the large double-glazed window that overlooks the kitchen. We have a desk by the window so the room sometimes doubles as our office. There's a bespoke storage unit with plenty of space for clothes and personal belongings. We kept the baby room very simple. We wanted it to be able to grow with our baby. The bathroom has a concealed and soundproof door, as it opens directly to the main space. It is a cubic volume with a bathtub by the window, an extra large mirror, and simple equipments. The sink was found in the street and put on top of a remodeled dresser we bought for a few euros. The toilets, the boiler, and the tiles were bought second-hand the day before the first COVID-19 lockdown, as all stores were already closed and the construction had yet to be finished. Hidden behind the mirror door, we designed a simple laundry room that contains a washing machine, some storage, the switchboard, and the boiler. Vertical extensions to existing buildings are a way to accommodate more people in a given city. They benefit from existing electrical, water, and sewage networks, as well as having established transportation, schools, hospitals, parks, and other services. When you design small spaces, the criteria of success feels more real because you have no option but to make things work. Beauty and comfort must come out of practical, technical, physical, and economical constraints.
I wanted to find an apartment in the center of Paris with a lot of light and also a spacious living room. The apartment is located in the Pigalle district, in the heart of Paris, not far from le Moulin Rouge and the Sacré-Cœur Church. I am a big fan of movies and music from the 70s, so I get my influences from there, and also from the building itself, where you still find some 70s elements like wooden panels or other materials like that. I am Jean-Malo Leclerc, founder of JMLC Studio, and I'm living here with my partner Victor. The building is built on the previous Bal Tabarin site. That was a famous cabaret in Paris. On the lower floor, there is music stores and a supermarket, and the upper levels are residential. My idea for this apartment was to use a 70s palette of color and materials. I wanted to create a space that is easy to live in a contemporary way. I also wanted to find a place where, when I come back home, I'm in a hotel-like bedroom and bathroom. The apartment was in a miserable condition and hasn't been renovated since the 90s. Before, there was a bedroom, a bathroom, a spacious entrance, and a kitchen that was closed off. I opened the kitchen on the living room so that I can have 30 square meters living room. I also opened the entrance. I resized of the bedroom so that I can fit a bathtub in the bathroom, and created a separation between the bedroom and the living room with a new laundry area. The entrance is now a small area marked by a wooden ceiling that integrates a concrete beam that was already here. And on your left, you've got the yellow area where you could leave your bags and clothes when you enter the flat. A few steps from the entrance is the kitchen, dining, and living room, as well as the terrace. There is a storage closet with stainless steel doors at the end of the hall, which contains the laundry. There is a washing machine, an ironing table in here, as well as some household items. The sides of the closet has floor-to-ceiling mirrors, which help to extend the space by reflecting the surrounding area. At the start of the living area, there is a credenza, which holds our books and our record player. And on the right is our dining table, which is the baguette table with its slate top from the Jourdain brothers. The main living area is a really relaxing space. We love lounging around here, reading books and hanging out with friends. There is a green Togo sofa surrounded by pieces from our favorite designers. We actually straightened the wall behind the Togo sofa so that the room is more symmetrical and the Togo can sit parallel to the kitchen. On the wall by the dining table are two stainless steel doors that hide a retractable desk from when we work from home. This has been mounted in a new tiled rounded wall, which makes the wall straight. The tiles are reminiscent of the swimming pool tiles from the 70s. The vertical retro tiles help to bring more height to the apartment. We replaced the previous plastic floors with a beige polished concrete in the entrance, kitchen and living area. Using the same floor in those three areas makes the apartment feel more spacious. The kitchen is divided in two parts. The first one is along the wall and the second one is the island in the middle of the room. The part along the wall is made from floor-to-ceiling wooden cabinets. It hides most of the appliances, like a fridge, microwave, dishwasher and a large coffee machine. In the middle there is an opening for a built-in sink. I chose to use a mirror backsplash so that you have the impression of more depth in this area. Next to the window I created more storage and also created a panel that hides an old bin chute and the building pipes. The rest of the functions are in the kitchen island. It has a ceramic bench top, which is great for longevity and is super easy to clean. There is an oven, an induction hob, which is flush mounted to the bench top. It has a range hood integrated into the middle of it, which really saves a lot of space. The entrance to the terrace is by the living room. There is a built-in bench where we often have our morning coffees in the sun, and also a summer kitchen to prepare good roasted meals. Mediterranean touches with the orange stripes perfectly matching the blue-purple building elements. All the plants are lighted at night to create a peaceful environment with nothing disturbing in view. From the terrace, you have a very good open view on the Pigalle Street, and we like to sit down, relax, and watch what is happening below. We wanted to have a bedroom that feels like a hotel suite. The orange carpet is a reference to the previous carpet that was on the floor prior to renovation. The headboard tapers to the corner of the room to square off the diagonal wall, similar to what we did in the living room. We integrated a bedside light and a small niche for books. The stripes on the wall help to make the room look taller. The storage under the window are IKEA kitchen cabinets. A marble top was added to give it a hotel touch. For the beige wardrobe, it was also based off an IKEA kitchen cabinet. We used cutouts for the handles. They were tinted in a walnut finish and are actually ones that are used in boats. We bought them from Brittany, which is where we grew up. The bathroom is a blue dream. It is covered in 10x10 light blue tiles, which brings a vintage touch, rounded angles and a marble floor. A bench hides the pipes and brings visual space to this tiny bathroom. Everything is wall mounted and the light is dimmable to bring more quiet and peace when taking a hot bath after a day outside. The shower screen is made with fluted glass. We also created a new narrow window between the bathroom and the bedroom to bring in a bit of natural light. The yellow room has a built-in stainless steel basin and a large mirror. Through another door, there is the toilet. Having the toilet a few steps aside from the entrance was a nod to the 70s. We chose to have a floating toilet to have a less busy look. The room was slightly widened to accommodate for the built-in storage. It hides away the electricity box and some cleaning supplies. When I create a small space, I like to bring all the functionalities of a bigger one. I work on light, circulation and built-in furniture to use every possible square meters. I think it's important to remodel old apartments so that you can get your inspiration from its history. To me, it was important to buy an apartment that was in the center of Paris, to benefit from all the city convenience and to have a lively street below.
Thanks for watching. If you're an architect or designer with a project we could feature, please share it with us at nevertoosmall.com/submissions.